Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Learn This Deck with this super awesome Dreaming Way Tarot. And today, the card we're going to look at is the Strength card. That is the major arcana number 8 in this particular deck. And let's look at the picture here and discover what the card story is all about. Wow, I like how cute the girl is really in this particular card. But okay, let's do this step by step, of course. First, let's look at the environment, and here the background is again it's kind of a flowery, wallpapery feel to it, and there's nothing much else going on there. So let's go to the next one, which is the person. And in this case, again, like I was saying, this girl is so super cute. She's so feminine, right? I mean, if you look at her, the way she's wearing that bow and the way she's all dressed up, except for her pants. Now, I don't know what they call him. I'm really sorry, I'm hopeless about the fashion things, but I like the little sort of pocket that the band has there. And it's very functional. That's the feel I get, that while she's all pretty and feminine with her dress and everything, she's also very practical and functional. That's the feel I got from her dress. And then of course there's the lion. You can't miss him, can you? He's there. A common feature with both the lion and the lady there is that both of them have their eyes closed, like they've connected on some sort of a deeper spiritual ethereal level of some sort, like maybe she's talking to him mentally and he's talking to her mentally, like they have a communication going. And obviously this lion has surrendered or given in to her, so that's the whole sort of feel there. And we know in terms of symbols, of course, that the lion is a symbol of the ego, the lion is a symbol of pride, lion is a symbol of that whole sort of what do you say, this is the whole I'm the king of the jungle feel that the lion generally gives out. But he's standing there all sort of surrendering himself to this girl. And I don't even think that this girl, the way she's standing there, I don't feel that she is controlling him, or she's being superior to him. I think she's also surrendered herself to him. So it's like both of them are at some sort of an equal level. That's the feeling I'm getting. And of course, you can't miss the little lemniscate on top of her head. That's, again, we know lemniscates, they depict the whole concept that energy always transforms from one form to the other. It does not go away, it does not disappear. All right, so what does the LWB have to say? And as I'm looking at the statements from the LWB that stood out for me, we have this does not mean power or physical strength. Okay, her power comes from love. Her power is infinite, and she's all about compassion and complete acceptance. This love that they are talking about is not romantic but an unconditional love. And there is a great power in acknowledging things just as they are. So, those were the things that the LWB is talking about. It's all about the unconditional love that the girl and the lion share with each other, that deep bond. So, what are my keywords? Upright, this card is all about pure unconditional love and acceptance. That's the connection that the lion and that lady are sharing with each other. That's the deep bond of friendship that they have formed with each other. This sort of relationship requires a whole lot of patience. You can't rush these things. You can't make them happen. You cannot connect so unconditionally with someone unless you have patience with the other person and with yourself as well, for that matter. And it also indicates a sort of surrender to these forces that are at play. But then, once you reverse the card, let's see what pops up. Hmm? Now you see how in the reversed position, if you look at the card image, these two don't seem to be really sort of connecting. The ego or the pride, basically the lion, sort of seems to dominate the scene there, right? And that is the reason why they are unable to truly accept each other. Their connection becomes a very superficial connection, and it brings about a certain sort of restlessness, and that's brought about by a lot of impatience. They are not very patient with each other, about each other, and that's the restlessness that comes in with this card being reversed. And of course they are unwilling to give in, and therefore they are struggling with forming that connection, or whatever the situation is in the card going on. Now, let's look at the story that I formed. And as I was getting into the story, like I said, I got the feeling that these two are sort of having a talk with each other, mentally having a conversation with each other. And that's the feeling I got when I started writing the story, that this is what she is telling the lion, that they may think of you as a beast of some sort, but I know who you are. You and I are the same. We are both made of love, and we both have found each other. We are the same. We are equals. Although we may be different on the outside, inside we are just the same. So that's the thing that she's trying to tell him, that both of us are made up of love, and we found each other, and we are equals and the same, even though we may be a little different on the outside, but inside we're just the same. And I thought that was really something interesting, because up until now I have never got this sort of feeling from a strength card story. So that's intense and very, very interesting, right? So, what is your card story? What is your keywords? Go ahead and share with me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, maybe with a picture of your journal, right? And use the hashtags learn this deck, and the other ones, which are the name of the card, which is Strength, the name of the deck, which is Dreaming with Tarot, and Tarotically Speaking. So with these hashtags we can find each other, and we can totally like each other's stuff and share basically all our knowledge and essentially learn this deck. All right, so I'll be back again tomorrow with the next card, which is the Hermit card. Of course, you guys knew that. And I will talk to you then. Meanwhile, stay good and learn this deck. Bye now.